Welcome to this session. I'm so glad to be talking to you all on NIFES platform. I was invited to speak to you all on topic again is managing your academic life, managing your academics with Christian life on campus. So very quickly, I'm going to share with you guys 3 things that you can do to ensure that you graduate with a good result while living a good Christian life. And I must start by telling you first that I was once upon a time in campus, not just in campus, I was a fellowship president, a JCCF treasurer, and I had other engagements with different Christian bodies on campus. And by God's grace, I graduated with an awesome result. My last result was 3.8/4, was a clear distinction, and it was really amazing. So with all of the engagement I had as a fellowship president alone is a lot of work. It was a lot of responsibilities for me. So but today I'm going to share with you, even if you're not a fellowship president or you are not an ESCO or fellowship or you're just a floor member, how you can manage your Christian life. But I would like to start by saying, if you get to campus, make sure you find a fellowship to be part of. I was a NIFES president. I was part of the NIFES body, and it was really an amazing fellowship. I learned a lot. It helped me grow my Christian life. So if you get on campus, the first thing that you need to do is to find a fellowship that you'll be worshiping. It's really, really important to make this clear decision. So if you don't have any fellowship in mind, you can join NIFES, which is very, very, very an amazing family of God. But I'm going to share with you some of the things I did. First of all, I want to clear you by telling you, you don't need to attend every church program on campus. You don't need to attend all of the services on campus, to be honest to you. In fact, one of the reasons why your parents sent you to school was not to attend fellowships. In fact, it was not even in their itinerary. Why they paid your school fees to come to school was for you to attend your lecture, write your quiz and exam, and come out with a distinction. And that's what they're expecting. When you're going back home, fellowship is not going to give you a result, man. To be honest. So attending anywhere they just call prayer, this, you run. It is not going to solve the problem. I need to clear you with this. You really need to plan yourself well. I'm very, very honest with you all. I was a fellowship president, so I know what I'm saying. So if you belong to a particular fellowship, one of the first things you need to do is to find out the days of activity. And that was what I did. Find out the days of activity when they have this particular stuff and that particular stuff and the other particular stuff. So as a president, maybe a case scenario, as a president, I know that I had to go for every possible thing except for choir rehearsals. I was running the choir anywhere. So I know that on Mondays I'm very free with anything fellowship. Tuesdays I have Tuesday prayer. Wednesday I have Wednesday Bible study that is very compulsory. Thursday DCG, and then on Sunday service. So I knew that these are the days I had church fellowship activities, and I knew that each of these activities did not last. Of course, we are designed not to last more than 2 hours. So if I could sacrifice 2 hours of my time for these 5 days in a week, for the whole week, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, 4 days in a week, 2 hours, it won't disrupt my academic performance. So I have to clearly state that in so and so dates, I will be attending this. So if I had the extra invitation from other fellowships, I'm going to find a balance on a specific time to show up for those events. So, but first of all, you need to write down the fellowship activity days, and then write down your own departmental activities, all your lecture time, the days you have quiz, if there are specific dates, write them down and manage them properly. So, but I would like to also clear this, just to give a clear balance, that not attending fellowship activities does not guarantee you having good results. It's very important to know that. So first of all, I started by saying attending all church activities doesn't guarantee you living a good Christian life. But not attending them doesn't mean you're going to have a good result either. So the balance here is find a way. This is what I want you to do. Find a way to list all your academic activities, time you need for your personal study. So I knew that every day I had to spend 2 hours to review my notes, my book. So it's either in the morning I read 1 hour, at night I read 1 hour. In the afternoon, I read 1 hour. At night, I read 1 hour. For days, I had fellowship activities. I know I'll be coming back late around 9-10. So I'll move my reading hours to around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So because I knew the days I had activity, I had to structure it properly. So if you're going to be spending 2 hours every day to read your book, or 3 hours every day to be reading your book, which is going to be your own decision, you need to assign the time frames, allocate them appropriately. So if you know you're going to read 3 hours, instead of saying, okay, every day after school I'll go to fellowship and come back and read for 3 hours, which is literally impossible. What you want to do is that If that day you have morning lectures, in between the lectures, read 1 hour. When you come back from school, read 1 hour and rest and take your bath and everything. Go to fellowship and come back and read 1 hour. You have completed your 3 hours of reading every day. That way, you are going to be a high performer in your department and also actively participating in church programs. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. You really need God to really stay successful on campus. There is no doubt about it. You really need God. So you have to show up. And not just showing up in fellowship. Find a way to be active in a department, media, choir, something, drama unit, any unit. Find a way to be engaged, because it's in the service that God rewards you. So some of us, when we're on campus, you literally see me then on campus showing up in almost every program, because as the fellowship president, and that fellowship will call you to show up in their program, to come and minister here, to come and do that, to come and do this, come and speak, come and train, to come and do a lot of those activities. And I had to always show up. If you know about JCCF, I had to always show up. If you know about being a president of it, I had to always show up. I had members of the fellowship that I had to see. Members of the fellowship would come with their problems. You had to cancel. You had to do a lot of stuff as a fellowship president. But what I never failed to do was, I knew how I was able to allocate my time for different of these activities. So today, the long and short story of it, among every other principle I might want to give you, or anybody will give you about living your Christian life and still being a high performer academically, is simply by allocating your time appropriately. So list out all your academic activities, list out your fellowship activities, list out your personal time for sleeping, time for pressing phone, time for replying messages on WhatsApp, time for hanging out with friends, time for doing anything. Allocate those time and stick to it. And the last point I want to give you today is find an accountability partner. Might be someone in your department. If you don't have your department, look for someone in the fellowship you are attending. Look for someone in your lodge or your roommate you are going to remain accountable for these activities. Someone that attends the same fellowship will be very easy for you, so that every day you guys go to the fellowship together, come back together, read together, and all of that. And it will be very easy for you to do this. But if you're like me that doesn't really care about having a lot of people around me, make sure you stick to these things. And if you do this very simple thing, you are really going to see a lot of improvement. Try it your first semester, second semester, you see a lot of improvement. But the last secret I want to share with you, this one is a very big secret. Listen. If you are going to attend all your classes, when I was on campus, I'm telling you the whole truth. This is a bad secret. Don't do it though. But I'm just going to share one of the things I was doing. To be honest with you, I was missing some classes. I missed some classes. I'm being honest right now. I missed some classes. But what I was doing was, I made friends with those people that were attending. There were people in our department then that they don't, even if they fix class by 3 a.m., they will be there by 2:30 a.m. There were people like that in my class. So, and I knew that there was no way I'll be a present, run around for everything and still show for a 2 a.m. class, or that kind of case scenario. So I made friends with these guys who were so committed. They will write every single note, do every single thing in class. They were my very good friends. In fact, what I was doing then was, because of my involvement in fellowship, 2 weeks to 3 weeks to exam, I invite them to my room. I literally pay for their meals. Yeah, I bring them to my house. Give them some tokens, you really don't have to do this, but I'm not telling what I was doing. Buy them food, keep them in my house. They will teach me anything I want to learn, and I'll revise them there, then they will go. And that was how I was also a high performer in my exams when I was doing well. So you can just an add-on stuff I was doing that you can find a way to create a balance for yourself. And with this, you will definitely be a high performer. Don't forget to talk to God at any point you get confused or you need counseling, or talk to any of your fellowship schools. They'll really be willing to assist you. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I appreciate it.